How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This will be the introductory video to the channel of what I'll be working on. This is my 2003 G35 sedan, rear-wheel drive, sitting on 20 by 10.5 weds. So we're gonna start off with the obvious. Why is this part black and the rear black? Basically, I had bought these metal flares from Ulterior Motives. These are their SV2 flares. So these are the SV2 flares all around. And I just love how my guy ended up doing all the body work right here. I'll show you right here. Beautiful work. The only thing I'm having issues with is a little bit of rubbing, because I was lower than this. I was actually like right here. I was tucking the top of his lip. But as you can see here, look closely, I'm rubbing on this part of the tire. So either I gotta figure out tire or have this sanded down enough where I could clear. Now these flares are, I want to say, amazing in a way where they're really sturdy and durable. Reason being is because I already fucked this side up. As you can see, it's a little roll of bacon, and it fucked it up to the point where I'm missing chunks of my tire, because originally I was lowered a lot more in the front. So I was about like right down here. So I fucked up and I hit the wrong up ramp and destroyed the fender. But luckily this material, I don't know the details of it, I was able to bang it out and it looks kind of decent. But I will be most likely buying a new fender and ordering another set and having them do just this side again, because this is bothering the hell out of me. Especially if I wanted it to look clean. There's no way I could have one side that's just fucked like this. But then this front bumper, ended up doing the side marker delete. Came out decent, but I gave up on it because I am switching out the front bumper to something more. If you see these headlights are yellow garbage stock bullshit. I do have another set brand new in the box, and I went ahead and I ordered around like 400 bucks of the retrofitsource.com. I am getting them retrofitted with 3-inch projectors. These high beams will be special. I'm not gonna reveal that yet. And demonize all the works. Let's take a look under the hood. Fuck. So this is what's under the hood. Obviously your stock VQ. Went ahead and one day started looming up some shit. This is my old catch can that's loomed up the main wire harness, basically making everything look presentable. That's about it under the honestly, under the hood is nothing crazy. This is a universal intake that I gotta get rid of and get like a legit one, because deep down inside it does bother me that I have this crap, but it works. This is all loomed up. You might be asking, what the hell is this, and what the hell is this green big ass power wire? If you look down, yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that. I do have, yeah, no, you can't see it. I do have a 370 amp alternator that I put in here, because you will see in a bit, I love car audio. This is how she looks under here. So I got the big 3. This is a 2-watt going to the alternator to my battery. This is a 1-watt run straight to the back battery. This is a 2-watt ground to the engine block, and another ground back here to the chassis of the car. I will be getting rid of this interstate. It holds up now, but as far as it for audio, it doesn't hold charge. So gotta get rid of that. Most likely gain an excess power. I definitely want lithium for my rear battery. So all that's pricey, so that's soon to come. Now those that follow car audio, you know there's types of people. I'm that type that likes loud, just straight vocal music. This is how my doors look. I did build them myself around 1.5 years ago. So what you're seeing is 3/8 audio pipes and 2 super tweets, and I got the same on that door over there. Basically I wanted something pretty much loud but simple in a way where I'm able to still use my door handle. I have an idea of how to fix this right here. This probably will be my handle, but we'll figure it out. Coming inside the car, I always need a compressor for your tires because they do lose air, especially in the winter. So obviously whole dash kit's missing. This will be relocated to my center console. These down here are my equalizers, 7-band equalizers. My favorite is the Clarion. This one I will be getting rid of soon because garbage. So this Clarion down here is running my 8s, and this top EQ is running my super tweets. Now if you guys don't know, it's a whole process. I'll probably get into it in another video of why you need 2, sometimes 3, 4. If you ever seen those guys, they have like 6 of them. So I'll get into that in another video. Radio I have is in my glove. It's old school Pioneer. Love this thing. Reason why, because Pioneer back in the day, probably still now, but back in the day they were all about clarity and great fucking quality ass radios. And these radios you can max out all the way to the volume 62, and RCA outputs do not distort, even though you don't want it all the way at 62, you know, because tuning reasons. But so looking on the pillars, they are wrapped in suede, black suede. I do have the whole headliner wrapped in black suede. Now my favorite thing I ever did to this car a few years back was this, my twinkle roof. Changes color, does all the things, twinkles, which is the main thing that you want. Look how crazy that shit's gonna look. That's 4 12s in one door, but we'll get into that later because I could talk all day about that. This is my SMD voltmeter right here in the middle. Let's see where we're at. Sitting decently at 12.2. Let's start her up. Looking in the trunk, nothing special. I did do, this is my hardwood floors that I came up with within like an hour because I was bored. I want to see how it looked. Not a fan of it, honestly, so that's why I never put them back. This is my Interstate. Good battery, but not for audio, honestly. It doesn't hold charge at all. You can see in my voltmeter, I'm playing music, it drops down to like, what, 12, and my alternator kicks it back up to 14. It's just bad. This I'll be getting rid of. I'll be getting rid of this. This is staying. This is definitely staying. This is running my 8s right now. This amp will be running my 12s maybe, or I might go ahead and buy another PRV 6K, have those run my 12s. These will be for my horns. The horns I do want either like 4 or 6 if I could fit them back here. I will start this process after I finish my rear doors. They will be most likely PRV horns, not sure which ones yet because they have a shit ton. So as far as suspension, we do have K Sports coilovers all around with 24.8K spring rates all around as well. For 24K, they're pretty freaking stiff. Big difference in driving. Let's see if I could get you a picture. So that's what 24K spring rates look on stock valves on the K-Sport. No issues yet. A lot of folks like to tell me if you go up really high in spring rates, your coilovers get trashed, which is probably true, but K-Sports are holding. I do eventually want to go Broadway statics or Fortune, or how the fuck you say it. and go up hella high in spring rakes, maybe like 32 to 40K, not sure. But, and then the rear, I do have SPL camber arms and toe arms with extended hem joints, so I could go twice as much camber as this, maybe 3 times as much. I also do have spacers on my axles because last year I ran a little bit too much camber and ended up popping out my axle, and it was just a bad day. I caused a shit ton of traffic and bad day. So I went ahead, ordered some spacers, got the spacers on, never had an issue again. Front, I do have True Heart camber arms maxed out. This is roughly around -6 camber. Reason I went True Hearts is because I did have Megans before that I loved, but the ball joints went to shit, and Megan basically told me at the time was, oh, we're out 4 or 5 months because of all the shipping, you know, all the shit going on in the world. So yeah, we won't get an order of restock within 4 or 5 months. So I had to bite it and order another set of True Hearts, which were like 300 bucks, which I was really mad at because it would have been so simple just to buy new ball joints. They're like $40 each from Megan and just throw them on, but oh well. What else do I have? I do have white line bushings in the front of my lower control arm, and I will be ordering white line bushing kit for my rear diff because it needs it bad. And if you look closely in here, I do have the GK Tech angle kit installed. My next video will be of my alternator install. My steering rack did blow out, so my next video is the rack, the alternator, and the GK Tech angle kit installation, because we did it all in one shot because we were all basically up here. So yeah, this is my 03 G35. You will be seeing a lot on this channel. Can't wait to get it up and running. Please subscribe and like if you want to see more of this vehicle. As far as the wrap, the wheels, the audio for one should be a huge hit because that's just fucking crazy. So the car you just saw right there, that is my guy's car. That car will be on the channel here and there. We will start working on it sometime next year officially because it does need a lot of work as far as body, interior, sounds, the whole nine. So stick around for that as well.